Hey everyone, I'm Clue. Today we're going after the gold Scarab using a mage build. It's fairly simple. There's a useful spell and staff along the way that really makes the boss a lot easier. You do just want to start with the Lands Between rune, as we do need to get 2 extra intelligence to use the staff. Starting off, it's just like any other playthrough. You either want to grab your 3 graces or the grace out front of Stormgate so you can trigger the cutscene and get torrent. So you can unequip all your weapons, as we will be picking up another staff, so they're not needed. Just make your way outside and grab the first step grace. It's a useful one. We will be teleporting back to it. From here we're just going to run to Stormgate. Quickest way to trigger the cutscene. So we need torrent to traverse the swamp. We don't want to get poisoned.
I can play turning to aid you. You need to the foot. Then summon me. I bequeath. It will summon torrent. Treat him with.
So now we just want to head back to that first step grace. Equip torrent, and then use the map to quick travel. From here we're going to run down to the Burnt Dragon Ruins, and use the chests inside there to get teleported to the mine. It's the quickest way to Caelid. So these rats can be kind of annoying. You can either quit out, roll through them, or just sort of run around the room. You just want to get to the chest and open it. You can actually walk onto it before the trap triggers. This sort of is a little bit of a safe spot. You might take a few hits, just heal up. And here you want to listen for the foreman's attack, and just kind of spam rolls. You don't want to get hit by it. Now that we're outside, we're just going to use torrent to make our way to the Street Sage's Ruins. Here we can pick up the spell Rock Sling, as well as the Meteorite Staff. So you just want to look for this ruined building, and head down the stairway. There's a door and a chest inside that has the Rock Sling spell. Rock Sling is very useful because it actually deals a high amount of damage and poise, making it easy to stagger humanoid enemies. You do want to quit out here, just to reset the enemies, make it easier to run to the staff. So now you're just looking for this tower, and at the window is the Meteorite Star. So you can just jump over the flowers and grab it. And now we can make our way to the abandoned cave. This grace is useful if you have trouble getting past some of the dog enemies coming up.
Right this way, right?
just make your way up this cliff and you can actually jump straight to the branch that leads to the abandoned cave. But once inside, you just want to rest and up your intelligence. So if you haven't popped it already, you can go ahead and pop the Land Between rune. You need 18 intelligence to use the star, but we might as well get 19 since we have the runes. You also want to make sure to swap over to the Rock Sling spell. So I almost forgot, but you want to go ahead and allocate more blast charges for FP. You should probably grab 4. I know I'm grabbing 3 here, but I actually do change to 4. Now we're just going to make our way back through the abandoned cave. You can skip most of the puddles just by jumping across the walls. That way you avoid getting Scarlet Rot. Sorry I don't have the lantern. We didn't really have the spare runes this time for me to go grab it. But the cave's pretty easy to run through. Just sort of stay in the middle or hug the walls, and you can figure your way out. Just be sure to watch out for the enemies. So now we can go ahead and tackle the boss with Rock Sling. The spell makes it very easy. You just want to make sure to keep your distance so that you can line up all 3 rocks hitting the boss. Make sure you just focus on 1 to begin with. And remember to top off your FP when you run out. So just keep your distance, and usually cast right after they make an attack. The timing should be pretty easy to figure out. Usually right after you finish rolling is when you want to cast, and as long as you can maintain the right distance, all 3 boulders should hit. You can throw in a glintstone pebble like that if you want to conserve FP, but with all 4 flasks you should have plenty. One down, 1 to go. So because you do stagger him, you just want to wait for an attack, roll through, and then cast. And as long as you keep your distance, the timing works itself out. You'll be able to cast and avoid that first disc that comes off. And make sure to equip the gold scarab straight away so that you can get the extra runes from this boss as well. There you have it, that's how you do it with magic. Fairly simple. Rock Sling does make the fight easier, but you can do it with just Glintstone Pebble. It just takes a bit of practice to work on the timing. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.